Hey guys, it's Jen Carrasco back with Virago.studio, Virago Skin and Body Studios. So today we are going to talk about Fibroblast skin tightening. So if you're on the up and up and you like to learn a lot of things about skincare and treatments that are out there, things that are in the limelight, this is one treatment you definitely really need to look at. So here in our Davis location in our Medi Spa, we are definitely offering some of the advanced technology. So Fibroblast skin tightening. Fibroblast is the only cosmetic treatment that uses plasma to reduce the volume of the excess skin. Low risk, minimal downtime, and more affordable than surgery. Fibroblast treatment is known for its success with non-surgical eye lifts, tummy tightens, neck tightening, and so much more. So a lot of times for my clients, I have used it for scarring. So a lot of times if you have a lot of pitted scarring, I'll go around the area and it will constrict it and actually make it look a lot tighter. I thoroughly love this. I am 41, and for me, I feel like it is such a maintenance that I need. So that way, when I get to the age where you're more likely to probably have a facelift, I don't need it because I have kept up the tightening of my skin. So here at Virago, we do non-surgical facelifts and we do the Fibroblast. I thoroughly tell people to do a full anti-aging treatment of like a series of 6 or a series of 12. And then you start off with like a Fibroblast and you get your series of your non-surgical facelifts with some chemical peels and micros. And honestly, it's a huge difference from before and after. And honestly, start in your 30s. It is the best way to start. So that way, when you get older, you don't have to do much. So all I have to do is come in and get maybe a little Botox every now and then, a little bit of filler, but nothing too much. So Fibroblast is a relatively new innovation in the beauty industry in North America. It actually came from Europe. So the Europeans have definitely been doing this a while, and we always follow after the Europeans. I was trained by a European, and so I feel like that has definitely given me a step up in what I do for skincare over the period of time, because I have been doing this since I was about 19 years old. So anyway, it's been used for a number of years in Europe. It's extremely accurate handheld device, works by utilizing the voltage in the air between its tip and the natural gases emitted from our skin to form a plasma charge. A small electrical arc is created and instantly shrinks the targeted area. The tissue will retract and tighten, giving you a more youthful skin. So what happens is the little device, it actually kind of shocks the skin. So it doesn't even touch the skin, but it sends that shock wave or that Fibroblast wave. And what that does is it constricts the tissue. And so it will tighten up that, it kind of goes and it tightens up that tissue. And then therefore you get a huge tightening effect in the area that you're doing. So you could do like, you know, for instance, I don't know if you guys have looked at one of my YouTubes prior, which you should. I do a section on myself at home. So I did like a whole eye area. You could do a lip flip. You could do a whole neck area. It's fabulous. It's like my favorite treatment. So you can do the eyelid tightening, includes under the eye, the excess upper eyelid. A lot of times, honestly, depending on how severe the sagging is or extra loose skin, you might need, 2 to 3 treatments. A lot of my clients, after one treatment, the skin looks amazing, but when you get 2 treatments, it's literally like an 80% difference. Like, it is gorgeous. It's amazing. Improves appearance of acne scars, which I've done on several of my clients, and amazing results. Tightening loose and stomach skin after pregnancy. Lines and wrinkles around the mouth, which was really cool, is you could do a really nice little lip flip. So you could do like right through here, and it just kind of plumps up that tissue a little bit. It tightens it and allows that lip to kind of flip up a little bit. Or you can do the jowls in the neck. A lot of times what I tell my clients is to do a full neck. And then when we're done with the full neck in about, another 2 weeks, you come in and I do partial in an area. And then that actually gets that area a lot tighter. You can do the kneecaps and under the arms. So another question that I get a lot of times is, how long does it last? So they say that it lasts anywhere, you don't have to get it retouched up anywhere from 3 to 5 years. My honest opinion going forward is, if you really want to keep up and you really want to keep your skin at a really nice, youthful, young looking, textured skin, I would do something like this at least every year. At least just a maintenance. That's my feeling, just because it does get your own fibroblast going, your own collagen, your own elastin. And honestly, you can get one treatment and then get it done like 4 to 8 weeks right afterwards. It's something that you can do consecutively in an area. So for me, it's or what the education out there says, 2 to 5 years. I honestly say you should try to get it done every year. How many treatments are required? So that was a good question, and I went over it. Everybody's totally different. So you could do one treatment and one person. So say one person's skin, their collagen elastin is amazing. They could get one treatment and literally see like a 50-80% difference, and it looks amazing. You get another person where their collagen elastin may not be as beneficial, or it's lacking more just due to their genetics, that you probably have to get a couple more treatments. So everybody's different. It's just like with anything else. It's like with, laser removal, IPLs, everything. It depends on your own tissue in your skin and how you react to it. So the side effects and the risks. Honestly, I take all my clients and I do a patch test on them. I make sure to go over an area and make sure that they don't pigment, because you are constricting heat in that area, and you can hyper or hypopigment depending on your skin in the area. So you need to be super careful. Make sure you are thoroughly educating yourself and going to somebody who really knows what they're doing when it comes to the fibroblast. This is not your typical treatment that an esthetician can do inside a shop. You really need to make sure that you go to somebody who is certified that can perform this procedure, because it can cause damage to the tissues of the skin. So you really need to be careful. With the fibroblast, I only do a certain area, like I might do from here down a little bit or here up, just because it does tax the nervous system a little bit. You don't want to do a full face in a session. And I typically have my client take an antihistamine about 30 minutes before we're going to start the procedure, and take an antihistamine after the procedure, because it at least will help a lot with the swelling and things like that. When you're dealing with the eye area, you're going to have a lot of discomfort and swelling afterwards, probably for about 24 to 48 hours. The rest of the face area, it's usually typically fine. You feel like you had a really bad sunburn. And then, usually in a couple days, you're fine to go back to work. You can put on some makeup and you're good to go. Just make sure that you cannot be in the sun for about 3 months. The reason why is because when we make the little dots, it's almost like exfoliating those areas a little bit deeper, which means that you are more prone to sun damage in those spots. So if you go out and get sun exposure, imagine you getting all these little dots of sun exposure, and now you have pigment of all these little dots all over your face. So you have to be super careful. Anyway, make sure that you always get, a pre-op, a post-op They check up on you. Like, I'm always constantly calling my clients after I see them, regardless of what I do, and taking before and after pictures. So let's, as far as contraindications or day of treatment, things like that, I'm not going to go over all of that. You guys can check out my website. It's Virago.studio. I have my blogs on there, and it goes into more detail. If you guys ever have any questions, you can DM me, Instagram me, whatever you want. Instagram is Virago.studio. I think it's Virago.studio. But anyway, check it out. Follow my blog. Add on to my subscription. I send emails all the time with great information about things, about product knowledge, about, collagen or squalene or different things I'm constantly posting. So go ahead and check that out. But anyway, if you want to check out my podcast, it is WTF is Beauty Anyway, which is what the fuck is beauty anyway. And then if you want to check out my YouTube, it is Virago.studio. Virago, oh gosh, my brain is going fried today. Virago Studio Skin and Body. So check that out. Anyway, have a great day, you guys.